wild perennial crops, and I'm not trying to exhaust the list. You know, I'm not trying to tell you everything about this. This is not about that. And I don't even know everything about anything, because I never cared. I just cared if it worked, you know, if it did good, if it helped people, and if it was good for the environment, for people, for our bodies. I was happy. I didn't need more than that. Look at the top. We have the propaganda. That is a threat. I've talked about it before. These are no famine foods. Okay? I'll come back to that. What I'm talking about is no famine food. Famine foods are invented by CNN, you know, Time magazine, all these kind of lobbyist powers in order to intimidate indigenous people, to feel stupid and ashamed of their culture and who they are and their ancestors' eating habits. How many indigenous people are eating rice today? You know? How many of them? That is like being a traitor to your ancestors in most cultures. And they eat rice because it is what other people eat, and it's fine, and it's more sophisticated. And of course it's easy. You buy a rice cooker, you put white rice in, and you know, bang.
Comments.
Yeah.
Comments. Our friend here just comment that her elders also said that. How come we are eating rice?
How come you are eating rice? Shame on you. Shame on indigenous people who eat rice.
And also she mentioned her tradition that it is prohibited to present rice to your ancestors.
Yeah. Okay. So we can, and they have very little to be proud of. I'm sorry, I lived there for 3 years. So, you know, they have a short history. They, you know, we're not talking about the indigenous people because they, you know, but they wanted something to be proud of. So they started to get involved, like a movement in this. And so that's been the whole country. Or activism, or anything like that. I'm talking about something from the heart. The destroyers of the earth are causing a biotic, which is like, you know, the biological holocaust. But we must be for, not against. They are against us. They are against our plants. But we have the power. We have the power to do something. But everybody sits there, well, what can we do? What can we do? Well, this is not about gardening and farming. No. It's about wild perennial crops' continued existence. And we have a duty for future generations. It is not about you, it is about us. You can make a new slide on that. Plants, here I've written, plants for ordinary people, which will be saved by ordinary people. We have a mission. It is the responsibility of all of us, if we have access to land. If not, go out in the bush, pick, and buy really wild produce. Don't buy the fake stuff, you know. Be really critical. Find some old lady selling something that nobody knows about, you know. Go directly at the source. And then we have, and when I'm saying it's for ordinary people, I'm saying that when I started this, I knew one thing, you know, I'm not really an open source man, as you know, because well, anyway, we're not going to get into that. But I am open source regarding seeds. I've always thought the seeds have to be able to be reproduced by the farmers. That is a universal right. So when I started in 1980s, I was an advocate for the reproduction of seeds by farmers. They should never buy seeds, they should be able to produce it themselves. And this is what I say, open source seeds. Working with nature so that nature is working for us which is the most energy efficient naturally. And then creating a living seed bank of wild perennial crops. Now we can go into Svalbard, which is in my country, and that seed bank, okay? But we won't. We won't. I promise you, we won't.